Hi, I'm Nathan. I go by Peteparker, and every week I do comic book reviews because that's the rule around my house. If I want to keep buying them, then I have to review them online. So this review is going to be for Flashpoint's tie-in of Booster Gold, which I read the first one of last time it came around, last month I suppose. So this is number 46 of Booster Gold, and this is written by Dan Jurgens, and the art is by Dan Jurgens and Iguara. And there's Norm Rapmond and Guy Rose and Carlos Mangual as the letterer. So this is a tie-in to the Flashpoint series. Booster Gold is one of the very few people in the world who actually know that this reality is not right. So that's what really piqued my interest about this series. Now, in the end of the last issue, they pulled out Doomsday, who I don't really have any connection with. I don't really care about as a character. You get a lot of the backstory why Booster Gold is so afraid of him in this story, but at the same time it's still not as interesting as I think it could be, based on the fact that he should be trying to revert this reality or whatever. But the art is really good. I mean, well, I should say the art on Booster Gold is great. Almost every scene splash image with Booster Gold is really well done. You can tell there's lots of detail in his face, and his hair is consistent throughout the whole thing. Hair is a big thing that I noticed in this issue. A lot of times Doomsday looks like he doesn't have hair, and then sometimes he does. Like there's a little bit of hair. They're like tendrils coming off of his head, and then when he gets like beaten up and is holding his head in his hand, it looks like he has a huge mop of hair, which I actually suspect to be some kind of Doomsday blood. Here's that picture right there. But, see, his hair. But probably couldn't be colored that way due to some kind of weird rule or editorial or something. There's another awesome Booster Gold picture. And I don't really even care for Booster Gold all that much. I just find that his situation in this reality to be interesting, and I was hoping to explore that more instead of kind of getting caught up in a fight, more or less. So I guess Doomsday's on his way to Metropolis, and that's just as bad as last time it happened or whatever, and Booster Gold tries to stop him or whatever, and he does everything in his power, and then he's aware of the fact that there's really no Superman in this universe, so he's got to stop him himself, and then he almost does, but then things get turned around and it looks like Booster Gold's gonna die. Another thing in this issue is you get kind of reintroduced. You get more time with the character that Booster Gold first met in France, this chick, when he went over there or whatever. Apparently she's some kind of power mimic, and she gains the power of people around her. Now her hair was really weird, right? I showed you the picture a minute ago, so it's kind of 80s and poofy, right? But then a lot of times it doesn't look like that at all. Like that one right there is not so bad. It's not so high. And then right here from the side is especially bad. I thought that was like a huge like 80s pompadour right on top of her hair. But I don't know. Oh, and then there was another part where Booster picks up a car or whatever and uses it to smash down on Doomsday's head. Let me see if I can find it. And it was really odd to me that that car looked like it was from the 20s or whatever. Why is everything... I guess technology is not as far ahead in the Flashpoint series or whatever. See, there's the car that he happens to get and then lift up. And it's a little futuristic, right? Because it's got... like these, I don't know. It looks a little futuristic here, but obviously here it's very old. So I don't understand like why there was this old car parked outside that could just be destroyed like that, or what really is going on with kind of the older technology, because they have like mind control technology, and this bus that's in it doesn't really look bad. But there's a lot of other like weird technological things. And then in the main Flashpoint series, the main Batman guy had a really old computer and like dial-up for internet service, so there was barely anything connecting there. So it's really like weird. But anyway, those are the things I noticed. I'm actually not going to buy this anymore because I was interested to see how this was going to tie into what Flash is doing in the same reality to try to move things along or change it back, and there's really just nothing happening here. We got introduced to a new character that's probably going to be rolled over into the Flashpoint universe, or after Flashpoint, post-Flashpoint, DCNU, who knows. And you get a fight with Doomsday if you care about Doomsday, but I personally don't, so it wasn't really that big of a payoff for me. So this is the end of the line for me for Booster Gold. Maybe I'll check it out again when the new #1s come out, but really, until then, I don't really need it anymore. Hopefully it comes around in the, in the actual Flashpoint series, that he is a helper. His part is significant somehow, because it's really not significant in this yet. So there you go, Booster Gold number 46. It was okay. I'm sure if you like these characters or you really liked Booster Gold, you'd love this. The art is pretty good, except for a lot of weirdness with hair, especially, and then some technological issues, I guess. Maybe it's probably on purpose, though. So I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. It's a decent book, but it's not for me, for sure. So there you go, Booster Gold number 46, 3 out of 5. If you like this review, you can look for my other reviews as Spidey207 on YouTube, or Peteparker elsewhere, like iFanboy and Comic Vine and the DC and Marvel universes, or databases, I should say. And I will not actually be doing this probably next week because I'll be in San Diego for Comic-Con, but maybe I'll bring my camera along and try to get some stuff together. It all depends on if I can track down the books I want for that week or whatever, and etc., etc. So, if not, thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you later.